Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. Obviously we have something from Maxace. They sent me a package with a couple of knives in it, and we're going to do these one at a time. They'll be separate videos. I think I know what this is. I haven't actually opened it up yet. I think I know what it is. I think you guys are going to like it. I think I'm going to like it too. Either way, I'll link it right down below so you guys can check it out if you want to. Thanks to Maxace for sending this in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. And please, make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. It's Lancelot Leather who did that new card. Look at the thickness here. Look at the thickness on that. Eh? That's why that versus the old one, which I said, this is still a good card. It's not quite the same, Okay. We have a seal to break here real quick. One teeny tiny little piece of tape. All right. So, it is big. It's big, but not like, some of the other enormous monstrosities. This is like a still functional big, right? So we have titanium. Those are actual titanium bolsters. And then this looks like a piece of G10. And then we have a fairly thick, what is this called? The Goliath. I think that makes sense. Oh, and it's in SLD Magic. Oh, interesting. So I think what that means is that the price on this will be reasonable. We obviously have a titanium pocket clip and we have a titanium backspacer. We have nice large fasteners holding the scales in, and then there'll be at least, I think probably one more underneath, and I'm not sure what size that'll be. Let's get the blade out. It flips very, it's Sandstorm-k SLT Magic. Is that the case? Let's look for a core. There is. We can see it right there. So we're doing the same thing as the Peregrine, except we have a core of SLD Magic instead of a core. Man, that is a really, really good feeling knife. I haven't said that for a bit, but this is like a knife that easily could be translated down to like a really small, and not everything works that way, but this could be translated down to like a 7-inch knife or like an 8-inch knife. But as it sits, what we have here is a large fella. Let's measure it. I want to look at that blade some more. But I think I was saying that the Peregrine is ZDP. Boy, this freaking thing's almost 10 inches. That's what she said. It is funny, though. 9.85 inches. The blade is 4.5 inches. Yeah, the cutting edge is almost 4.5 inches. 4.35. This is a big knife. Wow. But still, oh man, the action's so good. So I bet you the liner, no. Dude, it's a titanium liner lock. There's a lock bar insert in there. Hold on. Look at this. Yeah, wow. So they did separate titanium bolsters. Usually they do the faux bolster thing. This is all titanium. Titanium bolsters, titanium liner, then a G10 scale, which is fine. I bet they have multiple versions of this. And then we have an SLD Magic. I don't know what it's clad with, right? Who knows? But there's an SLD Magic core, and then the jacket is, who knows? But I think SLD Magic, this would be a great opportunity for me to see like what the edge retention is like on this. Because I don't know anything really about it, or other than it's relatively new. I think I get my blade steels mixed up. The action is great. The D10 is tuned properly for this size of knife. Yeah, it's fine. I would say a medium heavy. And then you get a lot of leverage off of that flipper tab, a ton of leverage off that flipper tab. We have the stop pin back here, big stop pin. I like they mill a little pocket into the flipper tab there. I also like that we have a polished pivot collar around that pivot fastener there. And then of course, I think we're gonna have perfect centering, no detent lash or anything like that. Man, this is the most tempted I've ever been to EDC a knife of this size. I kind of have always had a hard cutoff of, you know, just shy of 9 inches. And the reason is because I tried to EDC an XM24 a long time ago. Long time ago. This would have been back in before the channel. So maybe 2016, 2017, something like that. That's it doesn't sound like it was that long ago, but that was before the channel got started. I tried to EDC an XM24, and I love the XM24. It just was too big for me. I'd kind of like to weigh this real quick and then do some size comparisons for you guys. Let's see here. My guess, I mean, it's G10 and titanium. I'm going to guess this weighs 7.5. Yeah, I'm going to guess it weighs 7. Let's go 7 ounces. That's my guess. Oh man, I am amazing. That's amazing. But the balance is very good. It's exactly right there. And why is that important? On such a big knife, it's very important. Because if you get something that's too blade heavy or too butt heavy, then the total weight of the object is ever more apparent. So 7 ounces in some cases can feel like a brick and more like a feather in other cases. The final cutting geometry of this is actually pretty thin. Look at this. It gets pretty thin. I mean, it's not insane, right? It's not an open L, right? But thinner, I think, than some people might expect. Full flat grind. The attention's kind of taken away by that line there. But yeah, you know what? It's shaved that chunk out of there. There it is right there. That was just, I was trying to drag across the top and just see what little bit I could get. Yeah, the factory edge is nice. I don't know how they're heat treating it. I don't know how SLD Magic is supposed to be heat treated. This is just unfamiliar territory to me. But you know, Maxace has hit some steels like M390 a bit low, and then other times, like for example, their ZDP, while not as hard as like what Rockstead does it at, they still get it within the appropriate range. Initially, I thought that they were hitting that low, but then I researched the range on ZDP, and it turns out that wasn't the case. Let's do a couple size comparisons just to give perspective. Here it is up against the Ontario Rat Model 1. It looks like the Rat 2, but that's the Rat 1, and then here's the Rat 2. So you can see it's a not a small knife. Let's do maybe a couple more. Let's do the CJRB Large Pyrite. God. Spyderco PM2. Whatever's on bottom is always going to look a little bigger than it actually is because of the tilt of the camera. And then Demco 8020.5 are the knives that I have readily available right here. So this is not a review. It is just an unboxing and first impressions. I obviously need to spend some more time with this to kind of get my thoughts. And I also want to research. I want to do some more research on SLD Magic because the only other knives that I've ever handled in SLD are knives from Katsu, and they're like giant fixed blades or freaking morphing hatchets and just things that I can't like use in a practical way. This is at least something I can put in my pocket. Yeah, probably need to wear a belt, but I can put it in my pocket and carry it around and use it periodically. But this is actually pretty cool. I'm kind of a big fan of this. So now I thought originally I said the price is probably reasonable, and it's because I thought we were going to end up with a steel liner. And SLD Magic is not a budget steel, but it's certainly not like Vanax as far as I understand. You know, we see SLD Magic in, you know, kind of a normal, like, I don't know if we call it a super steel. I guess we call it a super steel. I just don't know enough about it. I haven't seen any companies try to command an insane price with it, right? So I have no idea what this is going to be priced at. Maxace usually is pretty reasonable, so we'll see. I mean, obviously I'll have it linked down in the description so you can check right now, just in this moment while I'm recording. I haven't looked at it yet. But anyways, expect a full review of this sometime down the road. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely More coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.